Hello everybody, this is Terry Jeanette with Be Creative, and today I'm going to be creative with some nature. You see those right there? This is a palm tree. These things right here fall. Here's one right here, and I like to pick them up, and let me show you what I do with them. All right, here are the two that I just picked up. I haven't cleaned them yet. Before I start creating with them, I will clean them off really well. And then I go through them and I pick out one and I'll paint it white. I've got these right here, trying to figure out who's going to be next. But this guy's next, so I'll just use acrylic paints. The label fell off of my white, but this just came from Walmart. These came from the Dollar Tree. Once this is dry, then I just start painting and creating. This is a work in progress here. This is one I've done recently. And here's another one I've recently completed. And once I get them finished, I will put a couple of coats of this on just to seal it and finish it. But right now I'm going to wait for this to dry, and then I'm not for sure what I'm going to do. Let's see. I'm going to set this aside because I think I know what I want to do with this. I'm only going to paint part of it, just from here down. I put my paint in here, but since this is the coating and most of it is going to be all white base, I just squirted it on there and I'm just going to spread it around. So I have this painted, and I'm probably going to put a second coat, possibly a third coat. We'll have to see. But I'm going to let this dry before I put another coat on. All the colors I have, and for what I'm planning on doing, I actually need red. Oh, so I don't have red. I'm going to try mixing. I think if I was to take some pink and put a little black in it, maybe some blue, I don't know. I'll have to check to see how I can get a true red. To Google that and follow the instructions and see what happens. Otherwise, this thing's probably going to have pink of what I'm thinking of. So I am searching for that, and AI says, to turn pink into red, you must add a large amount of pure red paint. Okay, I don't have red paint. I'm trying to get red paint. All right, I have a second coat on here. See what that looks like after it dries, and then we'll determine whether or not it needs a third coat. Meantime, I did go do some research on trying to turn pink back into red, because all pink is a shade of red, just diluted with white. But I didn't find anything that said that was possible. It kept saying to add red to it. Well, I don't have red. So I guess I'm gonna have to use pink for my idea. And because of that, I'm going to have to switch out the colors that I had already decided to use. I was going to use this green, but I'm going to use this green instead. So we'll have that in the red. I'm not going to use black. I'll probably use orange. I'm not going to use brown. I'll use this color, possibly that color. So let's lay them all out here. I think that's my color palette. All right, normally I don't really draw on these. I just go for it. But I want to do a face, and so I'm kind of drawing my idea a little bit here. Very abstract, of course. And by the way, I am not an artist. So it'll be interesting to see how this turns out. But I kind of just sketched a little idea I want this to be a color, this to be a different color. The lips I wanted red, but they're obviously going to be pink. Maybe a blue eye. Anyway, I'm just gonna dig in and see what happens. Right. I got it painted out. Of course, I'm gonna have to do some more layers. But I got the orange, yellow, green, purple. Part of the eye is gonna be blue. Here's the lips. And I will outline this probably in a black Sharpie, and I do plan to do something up here, possibly. So I'm gonna let this dry, probably at least overnight, and come back to it. Got that one finished. I put a couple of coats of paint and I used a Sharpie to outline everything. All I need to do is put some Mod Podge on it. I used the end of a paintbrush to put those dots on there. I've got this finished too. I've got Mod Podge on it. It's just drying. This one unfortunately broke in our trip. Something must have gotten sat on it, so I'm actually going to figure out how to make two out of that. I'm sad that the flower won't be on there, but maybe I can salvage it somehow. Recently, I had somebody ask me what I do with these. She wondered if I hung them up or if I put them in a vase, which actually is a really good idea. What I do is I crochet a little loop for the hanger to glue on the back of these, and I just hang them up. I actually have a video about that I will leave a link to either up above or at the end of this video. Thanks for joining me, and y'all have a great day. This is Terry Jeanette with Be Creative, signing out for now. Bye-bye.